TMNT time! Hello, welcome to another figure review. Today we're going to have a look at the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Bebop and Rocksteady in the 1987 cartoon design. Finally arrived. They are really hard to get already in America, and they finally came out officially in Europe. Luckily, a lot easier to get, sorry about that, but they just look amazing. As such, I don't want to waste any more time and have a look at them. So, I gotta be honest, right off the bat, I'm already a little bit annoyed because is this the thing now? When I take a Neca figure out of the box, I have to spend the first half hour of the time I got the figure, before I even can do a video, loosening up the joints. And on top of that, when I loosen up the joints, this broke in half, so the chain came off. There's like a little cut over there now. This came off when I tried to take the fist off because the fist hinge in there still barely moves at all, and I think this is supposed to wrap around twice. Didn't manage to do that, so it's just hanging off right like that right now. Gonna see if I can fix that, but I got just sick and tired of it, and I just wanted to do the review already instead of fiddling around with joints and whatnot. Good job, everybody. Well, at least, hey, the positive on that is like the joints are good, so the figure won't come apart. Anyway, 17.5 centimeters to the top of his mohawk for Bebop, which means we're going up to 6.8, 6.9 inches tall. Rocksteady for the inches, 6.2 to the top of his head, 6.5 if you're going to the top of his ears, and that means he goes up to 16 centimeters to the top of his head and 16.5 or a little bit more if you're going to the top of the ears. So they definitely have some size to them. I actually want to have a size comparison after I had a look at the figures. I want to focus on these figures right now before bringing anybody else in. Starting off with Rocksteady, sorry. He's like super cartoon accurate. They completely nailed the look of these guys, and that's something I gotta give them a whole bunch of credit for, because we don't have a cartoon accurate Bebop and Rocksteady. It's been, oh my god. TMNT started in '87. It's 2020, and we're finally having collectors Bebop and Rocksteady that actually look amazing. So I don't really need to comment on much. I love the face sculpt. The paint job on it is clean for the most part, except for the teeth. They are not super cleanly painted. I also love the black comic lines, really give it a little bit more of a cartoon vibe. Can open the mouth. Don't know what they were doing with the tongue over there. And the front part looks good. The part in the back is just like, what the hell? It's like he has two tongues and one of them is very small. Regardless of that, mold is good. He has the one ear which is a little bit cut, the other one which is clean. Has the bullets in his belt over here. The big tummy. Yeah, he's fat, but that's again accurate, and that's, nobody ever did that. Nobody gave him the really fat kind of derpy look that he actually has. Has the knife in the back, which is bent. I guess it's from being in the box so long, it's just adjusted to the shape of the back. That I can fix, that's not too bad. And you got some more comic book lines in the back. The turtle shell on the side over here, which is cleaned nicely for the most part. Has a little bit of bleeding in the back, but nothing too bad. Also has the, not pixelation, but just like to look more comic book accurate, I guess. Not comic book, animation, cartoon, whatever. But we have like a darker gray line in the back that goes down. It is a little bit disrupted by the joints and the hand, because the hand is just completely clean and then just kind of stops. It's a little bit, I don't know. On one hand, I like that they're doing it because it looks pretty cool, and like I'm saying, it's more cartoon vibe. But then that it stops at the hand is weird. But if you're putting it on the hand like that, it gets disrupted as soon as you move the hand. And if you put it like that, you know, it's kind of a tough thing to do. So I guess they were like, we don't really know a way around it, so we're just gonna leave it, I guess. Fist has his wristbands and down to his cargo pants. Down to the boots, same thing, well painted, looks good. So overall, the look is awesome, size is awesome, and the aesthetics. And moving over to Bebop, same thing really. I have nothing to complain about it. The face sculpt looks fantastic. He has the sunglasses on, purple mohawk, Everything comes together very nicely, has some lines. I guess to signal a little bit of fur, I guess, because he's a warthog, no? And also can't open his mouth. If I have to pull the head back. Doesn't actually open as wide as it does for Rocksteady, but there's some detail in there. He has a tongue painted on. Also can lift up the sunglasses, which are just packed in on the sides. Now, I don't know what's up with the eyes. I might be completely missing a reference here, but I don't know why this one's a white dot and the other one's a line. That happened somewhere in the show. And then we got the bones in the necklace, which is pretty dark, but it looks nice. It is soft plastic. Got the turtle shells on the shoulder parts, which again, the weird thing about it, they like completely painted it differently as they molded it, because like I would say the black line should go around here, but it's just kind of like on there. As such, it looks a little bit weird, but not bad. So I'm not really offended by it. Got some more lines in the back, and the arm pads are also connected over here. For the rest of it, you got the grenades in the front, also the bullet in the belt. Nice muscle work. He's not fat, he's actually ripped. And bracelets, same thing on one side. Well, here's the chain that should go around twice or whatever. If it looks like that, that would be fine. But you know, it came off. Same thing over here. I don't know why it's not lined up properly, why it's hanging off so much. I don't know if there's a way to connect it over here, but that was how it was. I took them out of the box and just like boom, that already came off, and I don't know. I really don't know. Kind of bothers me. Then we got the run grain line up here, down to his sneakers, which have some bleeding in the black. It's not the worst thing in the world, but it is there. Well, actually up there it's kind of weird. So, Now, undoubtedly the worst part of the review, that's the one I don't really want to do, is the articulation. Because of the joints being so incredibly stiff. They both have the pretty much the same amount of articulation, but I'm just gonna showcase. Head moves back and forth, it's pretty limited. It does go side to side, does go around a little bit, but not all the way. Got a big hinge in the shoulder. Rotation in there, barely actually. Let me try the other side. It does rotate, but you hear the noise. It's pretty stiff and it's hard to do under the camera, but it would probably go all the way around. Don't want to break anything off. Have the bicep swivel, the only thing that's pretty loose in here. Double hinged elbow, there you go, goes up like that. And then the hinge in the fist, which doesn't move. So I'm gonna try it with Rocksteady, with Bebop. Why do I keep switching their names around? This is Rocksteady, this is Bebop. I know what they're called, it's just like I'm stupid, alright? Anyway, then we have a swivel down there. I think it's just a swivel, but because I can't get any back and forth motion in there. You have the hips though, which, do they move back and forth? No, not really. Anyway, down to the legs. Yeah, does go up nicely. Is ratchet, I think. No, it sounds though. It sounds like every time I move it, it's like, you hear that? That's what I mean. Has rotation in it, obviously. Goes forward, goes to the back. Double hinge knees. Okay, cooperative. Thank you very much. And there's a swivel on the boot, and the foot moves forward to the back and does tilt side to side quite a bit. Now, the only thing that's different with Bebop is that the head is more articulated. It does go to the back quite a bit, does go forward, does tilt side to side, same thing. And then for the rest of it, chest area has rotation, also has back and forward motion in this situation. Actually, let me try the fist again. If this one, yeah, I don't. That's it. That's it. That's all I'm getting out of the fist, and I do not feel like trying anymore. So there you go. Fist barely moves. Goes, well, the legs we already had. Same thing as with Rocksteady, but the boot, the sneakers, side to side, tilts a little bit less, and overall is a little bit more limited in the foot movement than Rocksteady. So for the accessories, gonna start it off with the hands. I got these in the plastic. Why do you glue it like that? The packaging also. Like, I don't really talk about packaging at all because with Japanese releases I don't have a problem. Then I look at this crap. Why is this on there? Just put something else over it. There's glue on my hands now, and it's just like, yeah. Got some holding hands, you got a trigger finger hands for your guns, and open hands and posing stuff. And it's the same thing for Rocksteady. You got these two posing hands. One with a trigger finger and one with the holding hands. For your guns, that's actually a very nice part of this set. I love the cartoon accurate guns. They are painted well for the most part. There's some small slips here and there, but forgivable ones because it's really small detail that I'm not bothered about. Alright, so that's awesome. Love the guns. Also have the smaller ones, both of them, for one for each, so I can display everything as I want to. So that's fine. And you got their communication device, which actually has a picture of Shredder in it, which is pretty funny. The Shredder action figure, that is. It looks pretty cool. It's kind of weirdly stuck in there. There's already like a little bit of a dent in it, but hey, whatever. It's fine. It looks cool. It's accurate. Even has some detail in the back, and that's all the accessories. And it's comparison time. You can already tell there's some guys standing to the side. This is like the Playmates Classic Collection, Bebop and Rocksteady, which at this point, those were like the best ones, the most collectors ones we had, but obviously they pale in comparison to the new ones, especially since, like, for whatever reason Rocksteady was a little bit taller and they didn't really line up with the turtles that the line released. Also lacking tons of detail in terms of paint job especially, and yeah, I mean, they are more accurate to the old school toys than they are to the cartoon. Speaking of which, here's like vintage Rocksteady, the one which I had as a kid, and Bebop. I didn't have Bebop as a kid, had to buy it on eBay, so yeah, those guys, obviously this is not really a fair comparison, just for funsies. Cartoon turtles from Neca definitely line up with the rest of them, like the sizes are actually nice. And here, just for comparison, here's also like one of the classic collection turtles, which would be way too big compared to those ones. So yeah, just for comparison's sake, you got all of that in here. Let's move on to the final thoughts. And after all of that, here we finally are at the final thoughts. But there's one more thing I can look at this belt. Look at how his belt is painted. I didn't even notice that before, but yeah. That looks awful. Just a little bit more quality control issues that I found. It's, you know, anyway. Final thoughts of this 2-pack. It's amazing. I gotta be honest. The look of the figures is amazing. The articulation is actually good. If not every joint was frozen and stiff. Neca, please fix that. Just like, it's annoying. It's really annoying. But once you get it to work, it's really good. And that's really it. Overall, you also got a bunch of accessories, everything you need. You got your guns, you got hands and whatnot. So overall, yeah, I do recommend this one. As I mentioned, the problem I have with the figures don't really hurt the overall look. Anyway, that's gonna do it, guys. As usual, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget, if you enjoyed this review, hit it up with a like and subscribe to the channel so you can stay tuned for more figure reviews, card game stuff, and whatever Bebop and Rocksteady wants. Like, a couple of things, but yeah.